So what'd you think about that? Something pretty cool that I had to make for a cinematic intro for my company's logo, but I want to show you from beginning to end on how I created it. Check this out. All right, so first things first, what I needed to do was go to this contact player, and this is called Emotive Strings. If you have the complete contact setup, this will be in it. So you're going to want to check this out. So basically, all I did was I just kind of scaled it up a little bit over time to make sure that everything was just continually building up that tension, building up that emotion. And while it's building up, you can just feel it. So, and it's going at this pattern that I just let contact pretty much do all the work. And it sounds amazing. All right, next thing. All right. Yeah, that's very simple. It's basically just some like low strings and oh, I forgot to pull those up. Same thing with the emotive strings. I basically just picked a setup that it sounded like something doom and gloom. It was just very like, as I said, cinematic, like, ooh, like what's about to happen. So that's that's this layer of these strings. On to the next part. All right, that was obviously the bass. What I use for that is Active J and Massive X. So in Massive X, it gives you like so many options to be able to tune things, and you can see it looks crazy on here, but once you know what you're doing, you can definitely fine tune this to make it sound just right. On to the next. All right. So this again, all these are in contact, if I'm not mistaken, but this one is the Mercury Elements. It's from Sound Iron, and basically, I just took like a ha from like a it seems like a boys' choir, and basically, I just wanted it to kind of go with that violin or those strings to just basically create that tension, create something that's like building up, and you're creating suspense. You're creating some kind of intensity that's going to make somebody go, "Oh, what happens next?" And the last thing is the drums. So yeah, this is called action drums and it's in complete control. And basically, again, I just kind of picked a setup where I just thought that it would have the right sound, have that right percussion that I was looking for, that like thump, but at the same time, I want it to sound huge. I want it to sound like big, like a war or a battle was about to start. So I picked these drums and I'm going to go to my playlist on it. All this is in FL Studio, by the way. I create all my beats and everything in FL Studio. So as you can see, I basically just wanted to do like a dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum dum. And then I also like layered everything to where it wasn't just like one flat sound. Because when people are like drumming, everything doesn't sound exactly the same. Like every strike isn't exactly the same. So what I wanted to do was create that by changing the velocity of every drum hit, and that made it have a more like battle type sound, like somebody was actually hitting the drums and making a bigger noise. I'm doing like a snare, but this was really be like a what do you, I don't know what you call like a big just a bass drum. Is that what that is? People who are in marching band, please correct me. Like, is this just a bass drum? Like the big drum? Is that all that is? Just a big kick? You know, I'm just used to like studio sounds, like putting something in on a computer. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much all I did, and I think it turned out great. Something that I think I hopefully will get gigs for in the future is creating, and this is called scoring, right? So when you take a video and you sync it up to music, and somebody has to create that music, that's just a score. So what I just showed y'all is the score for what I created for this video. But again, if you like this, let me know. Leave a comment, like it. If you're on YouTube watching this, subscribe. But yeah, I think this is something that I will definitely start doing and showing y'all if, if I have a lot more of this. But thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.